How is the head? Last Heineken Cup memory for you? Well, maybe you don't have a Heineken Cup memory, I guess.
It was disappointing to come off so early. Such a big game and such a great atmosphere. It's a real shame. That said, I guess I was quite lucky with my neck and shoulder and everything else, and we're okay in the end. And apart from not really remembering anything and being knocked out, it was not the end of the world, I guess. And my head's okay now, and I felt alright playing against Newcastle. So, mended alright.
Have you watched it back? It was a pretty serious fall.
Yeah, no, I have watched it back. I think it's not nice when you see your head sort of bounce off the turf like that. But that said, every ruck or situation where we feel there's some nasty collisions sometimes, and that happens. So it's not going to change the way I go up for high balls or anything like that. But it's obviously not great when your family's there and stuff. But it's over now, and I'm back playing and onwards and upwards.
I guess it is the peril of a fullback though, or someone has to go up for those high balls. Collisions can happen, falls can happen.
Yeah, I mean, as I said before, there's those kind of situations where head on head or falls happen all over the field. It just happens that at fullback you go up for a lot of high balls, and sometimes it just takes a small challenge or a big challenge, and you just end up tipping a bit. But so it's happened sometimes, and Jared Payne didn't mean it on purpose or any malice. So no grudges held there.
In terms of this weekend, Clermont, it's huge for you guys, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a massive game for the club and everyone involved. It's a semi-final of the Heineken Cup against the top side, and we feel we're a top side, and we want to make sure that we show that at the weekend. Everyone's very excited, and training's got that extra buzz around it, and we just want to get to Saturday and play the game now.
Mark McCall said that when you played them before and you've lost them, it felt at times like men against boys. Do you feel that you've progressed significantly over the last couple of years to the point where you really are almost favourites for this game?
I think we feel like we're in a good place as a club at the moment. We've developed a lot over the last 2, 3, 4 years, and each year we've come back stronger and better. And this year we've put some great results together, and in some big games we've played well. And I think we've added to the squad from last year with a few good players. And that said, the players who are this year have got better and better from last year. So we feel we're in a good place, and we're excited for this game, and we feel we can cause Clermont some problems.
What would it mean to this club to be in a Heineken Cup final?
I think we want to make sure that we're in the top end of the European competition year on year out, and it's the same in the Premiership. But I think the Heineken Cup's that extra bit special. It's tougher. It really is the pinnacle of the European game, and to be in the final and have a chance of winning it would be massive for this club. And it's something we're striving to get to year on year out, and we've got a chance here at the semi-final this weekend.
Already guaranteed a home semi-final in the Premiership as well. How excited are you by the prospect of a double?
I think we're not getting ahead of ourselves. We've got this big game first and foremost in the semi-final against a good Clermont side, and we know we have to be at the top of our game to win it. But we feel we've prepared well. Boys feel good, and training's gone well, so we're excited for that. And the Premiership form's been really good this year as well. But we won't get ahead of ourselves. We were in this position last year, and unfortunately we lost 2 semi-finals and we came away with nothing. So we make sure that we're switched on, and we give it 100%.
In terms of your opposition, they're unbeatable at home, but obviously they'll be in London this weekend. What do you make of them, and who do you have to look out for in particular?
I think they're a quality side. They always do well in the top 14. They've always done well in Europe. Really, they haven't really won it, but they've been thereabouts the last few years. So they've got some good individuals across the side. They've got a strong pack. But I think for us, it's about us turning up and make sure we put a marker down as a team. We're the best defensive side in England at the moment, and we want to make sure we show that the weekend. And we've also been attacking brilliantly this year, so we've got some great players. So we want to make sure that we show our game.
In terms of personal sort of ambition as well, the fact that there's a huge summer tour for England as well, and places up for grad leading up to the World Cup as well. It's a great occasion to show the England coaches exactly what you're all about on the biggest stage of all.
Well, it's the great thing about being at Saracens, to be in these competitions in the later stages, in the big games, is where you want to showcase your skills and what you can do really. And these are the closest things to international games. There's so many internationals playing on both sides, and for individuals, it's a massive marker to show out what they're going forward and trying to be on that tour. But that said, you've got to work as a collective to win, and we pride ourselves on that at Saracens and working together, and that way hopefully you show what you're about and as much as a team player.
Last one, we all know that Saracens do things slightly differently. Trip to New York recently, what was that like, and what did the club really get out of it? What did you as players do? Was it sort of a bonding experience for you to go on trips like that?
Yeah, we obviously do things slightly different. We don't say it works for everyone. It works for us at the moment, and we've had some good results. But it's about us just becoming tighter and tighter as a group. And we believe when you get to tight games, when it's close and it comes down to that last little bit, if you know the guy and you trust the guy massively on your inside and outside, and you're really close, and you're going to work that bit harder, and you not want to let him down. So we believe that it helps us. But that said, you still got to make sure you're playing well as a group, and that's the big test this weekend. But we will feel up for it, and we feel we can do it.